The road has been dark and it's been long. And while it's not over, not yet, there is this, the magic of light and the hope that lies in it.
I got a lovely email saying she was a neighbor and loved the tree, and she felt like she was living in a Hallmark greeting card. So that was very nice.
Nora Campbell wanted to create a sense of joy at a time when it feels more precious than ever.
Well, because people are isolated and they're fearful for themselves and for their relatives, and so it's very important to have occasions where we can communicate somehow.
With the help of neighbors like Darren Everett, a community Christmas tree was planted in their local Toronto parquet, followed by an open invitation to decorate it together.
You know, it's wonderful. When the note went out to the neighbors, everybody chipped in towards the Christmas tree. Just a great, overwhelming kind of response from everybody and just a good feeling. And you know what, this morning when I came out, there was a little girl, she was probably 1 year old with her mom, and she was trying to reach for an ornament. It was just beautiful. It's a lot of fun.
Finding the beauty in the moment. It is the challenge in what has been a prolonged siege, a relentless test of faith. Across the country, there's a collective attempt to keep holding on to it.
I think now, after this many months, it's important to push even harder, and especially going into the holiday season.
Michael Cunliffe was inspired by the idea of an advent calendar. With donated pallets and a can of paint, he built a gratitude tree for himself and his community in Oak Bay, British Columbia.
I can't give out chocolates to everybody, but how can I turn that Advent, that 25 days leading up to Christmas, into something positive to the neighborhood? And so that's where I brought this Advent tree in and thought if I could put some positive messages out there daily for the next 25 days in hopes that it would bring a smile to someone's face for at least those 25 days, even one person a day, then that is my little part that I can do to help spread some joy.
For those who can't get to the light, the city of Surrey is bringing it to them. This mobile light display is making stops at long-term care facilities. Residents can't go home for Christmas this year. If only it could stay a while longer, says Lillian Warlemont.
I wish it would stay till Christmas. I told them if you run out of places to bring it in Surrey, come back before Christmas. Even New Year's would do.
Small, powerful acts of kindness. In the shadows of the pandemic, they not only stand out, they tower.
It makes my heart feel full of love. Just thinking about making a kid happy makes me feel happy.
The idea of a love box started 4 years ago after Sophia Megan overcame a battle with leukemia. It grew into this, an army of volunteers who assemble hundreds of boxes for children in hospital every year.
Yeah, this one here, right?
They're filled with toys, books, socks, anything to help brighten their stay. For Sophia's mom, Nicole Georgiev, this time it means even more.
It makes it even that much more important because we know families are in the hospital with just one caregiver. The toy places are closed. Nobody can bring anything in, so we know how important that these boxes, not just a box of toys, I always say. It may look like that, but it's a box of hope. It's love. It's showing that, hey, somebody cares about me.
Someone who cares and who delivers on that promise.
Ready? Slowly, slowly.
A few days later, a truckload of boxes arrive at a hospital in East End, Toronto.
You're gonna fill it up.
Susie Trakos has been a volunteer from the start.
Oh, it's so magical. Like I can't control my emotions today. It's so magical. Look at all the love that's being dropped off at the hospital. So good.
To give with no expectations in a time of unprecedented need.
Jesse wanted to know if we can deliver to them. They're just down the street.
In Milton, Ontario, restaurant owner Melanie Bastian and her crew are preparing hundreds of meals to feed the hungry and, she says, to nourish souls.
I just want people to know that there's somebody in Milton that loves them. somebody in Milton that cares if their belly's full and their family's taken care of. So when they come, it's not just about feeding them, right? It's going that extra step to let people know, like, by the way, I care about you. So you can bag that.
Milani had the idea years ago, and with the help of community groups, a promise was made that no one in Milton goes hungry on a Sunday. People can pick up as many meals as they want and a bag of fresh groceries. Volunteers deliver to those who can't get here. These days, more people can use the help and the reminder that this too shall pass.
We want to also make sure that people know that, like, there's another side, right? The other side is coming. We just have to keep trugging along, and as long as we do it together, we're going to get through it.
It doesn't show signs of stopping.
To get through it, with a few laughs too, Dr. Ben Chan made this video for his online holiday staff party.
Oh, the faculty, I miss you so.
He wanted to lighten the mood and to give himself a boost too, as he keeps looking for the light.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine, but at the same time, there's still going to be, weeks or months before we have some semblance of normal. And so there's still a lot that we have to go through. If we can just hang on for a bit longer.
And in this final stretch, this Winnipeg school gets the last word. With a song he wrote and recorded, Jared Lahotsky helped his students create an animation project.
So what's the best version of me?
It's all about being the best you can be and seeing the best, even now.
The bigger message behind the activity in itself is, it's okay to have challenges and ups and downs, and it's okay to go through those hard times. I think it's important to be open and honest about that. But it's, especially during times like now where anxiety and stress is really high in our society, just reminding ourselves to keep doing the best that we can and stay positive as best as we can.
I liked the writing and drawing a picture and working with my friends. It made me feel really good, like it's something to do together.
It made me feel good, happy.
Just because you're down doesn't mean you can't go up.
What goes down will come up. That could be said of these dark days too. Back at the neighborhood tree, night has fallen, but the lights will shine all night. Joanna Rimiliotis, CBC News, Toronto.